July 5th, 2018, I woke up with a swollen left knee that never went down. And I originally thought that it was mechanical. That's sort of how I addressed it, and ended up reluctantly 4 months later, after 4 months of trying to heal it, find out what the source was. I couldn't bear being on it anymore. Just getting up to walk to go to the bathroom was painful. Going up and down stairs was painful. Every step was painful. And so I finally went to a knee doctor where I got large amounts of fluid drawn out and cortisone shot. And at first that gave so much relief, I thought that was the answer. 3 cortisone shots later, and about 8 months later, after the 3rd cortisone shot, when the swelling came back, you can't continue to get cortisone shots. And so my doctor said, "You're not presenting at all like somebody with something systemic, but we need to start checking things off now. So please go to your doctor and have a blood draw and have rheumatoid tests done and stuff." And I did, and my body had rheumatoid factor showed up. So then I saw a rheumatoid specialist. That was August when that blood draw came back positive, and then I saw a specialist. She didn't give me, same thing, I presented so atypically that she didn't give me an immediate diagnosis, but on my 2nd visit with her, she diagnosed my body with rheumatoid arthritis. This was in October of 2019. I was fortunate enough to have been exposed to Dr. Joe's work in June of 2019, so I had already started doing his work. So that day when she said, "I'm going to go ahead and diagnose you with rheumatoid arthritis," I asked her, "Are you planning on sending me home today with a prescription and I get going on this course of action, which is a course for the rest of your life?" And she said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I wish you'd have started sooner. You're far enough along, And I responded and said, "No, I'm not going to go that route. I have other tools that I want to investigate." When my body got that diagnosis, I got in the car and cried. When I left, I got in the car and was crying. And and then I started driving, and at that point I was very often listening to Dr. Joe's workshops, progressive and whatever, in the car. And as I was driving, he was telling a story, and he told a story about a woman with rheumatoid arthritis. And I mean, just the synchronicity of that, it gave me hope. So it was in November, though, of 2019 that I committed to doing the pineal meditations every day, and so I would do that. I did that in the morning, and I did a healing coherence meditation at night before bed. That started to change things already. It gave me a lot of faith and hope. The swelling, I went to the rheumatoid specialist twice, and each time she drew a huge amount of fluid out of my knee, and with this work, I was able, in a short amount of time, to at least get the swelling to a manageable place, a place where it wasn't painful to take every step. And then I registered for this, and I came into this workshop this past Monday, limping on my left knee, and by now I'd also started to show symptoms in my right toe, this joint, and a little stuff in my neck and shoulder a bit. And I was lucky enough to be chosen for the coherence healing on Friday. And but I mean, literally each and every day, I felt I could feel the changes, feel the changes, and the coherence meditation was. Well, I honestly don't really remember much of it, but it was so. What I remember by the end was just this feeling of just love through every cell. In every space between the cells, and a release, letting go. and that continued the next morning. We did our 4 a.m. pineal, where I experienced that oneness that you never want to leave. And anyway, I hesitated to do a testimonial because I wanted to go home. Oh, I'm wiping off my jewels. I wanted to go home and have a blood draw and, get the empirical, see the numbers if my blood is different. And then today I was like, no, I'm gonna do a testimonial, and then I'll follow up with the numbers later. But I can walk on the joint on my right foot. I can walk. I can do releve. I have nothing left in the here. My neck is free, and my knee is, I would say, like at least 95% down. The swelling, there's maybe a little bit of swelling left in the back of the knee. Nobody here knows. They when I walk, you don't see a limp anymore, and I've been limping since July 2018, so I can walk. That little hint of what's left, it'll be gone eventually, soon. Could be tomorrow, could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is. But for right now, I'm taking it as the whisper in my ear to just go on my date with the divine every day.